welcome back to the channel. And today I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with the Rocket and Warlord cards because Burst Protocol just dropped in a sense today. You can go and watch an opening already on YouTube. I just got done watching it myself, and so I want to see if maybe there's any impact in the market. So I went and did a little bit of research, and there's tons of different archetypes in Burst Protocol. There's the Assault Mode, the Exosisters, the Warlord / Rocket cards, and lots of other Archfiend cards and the AMX or GMX cards as well. So there's a lot in that set to unpack, but I just want to take a brief look at the Boral cards, specifically this one first, Boral Fierce Dragon. This only has one printing as an ultra rare out of a structure deck. In the past, this has gotten really expensive, maybe even at the announcement of this in the past, but as of right now, a near mint first edition would cost you, with shipping and everything like that, about $7 basically. And there was one sale today already, and quite a few yesterday as well. First person bought two actually at about the $4 plus shipping range. And so I don't know if this is going to be something that is going to be played, if Warlords are even going to get played, or Rockets are going to be played maybe in Genesis format or something like that. Because we do have that new format for decks that maybe aren't necessarily as competitive but have opportunity until they get hit with the points things. But right now, near mint first editions for these are about $7. Yeah, about $7. And this person has about a few listed. So if you need any, there's 106 there for sale. So yeah, you can definitely get your hands on one of these around that price point, but this might move a little bit. I did look at some individual Rocket cards from different sets as well. This Rocket Caliber Ultra Rare from Burst of Destiny, not the most opened set to be honest. Did have 3 sales like played at 80 cents a piece today, and a couple other sales today and sales yesterday as well. People probably trying to sell these, but yeah, near mint first edition 62 cents up to 92 cents after that, and then to $1 plus shipping. So I don't know if this will be something that's played, but it has had sales recently yesterday and 2 sales today already, and it is not that late into the day yet. And then this card kind of caught my eye because this is a common out of the same structure deck that this Warlord Fierce Dragon came out of. And this Rocket Recharger, which only has this printing in this structure deck, has had some sales today, sales yesterday as well for $3, $1, and stuff like that. Near mint first editions are, we got $1.25 right here, and then it quickly moves up to about $1.30 plus shipping and stuff like that. And let's see here, that's quite a bit for a common. I'm not sure how many of these you got in the structure deck when you purchased it, but if you need to play this and this is the only printing, I would recommend getting it sooner rather than later, because this will probably get expensive, even though there are, how many listings are there of this? 202 on the market. But yeah, this is just a common from the structure deck, but it is also basically $2, which is kind of crazy. I did take a look at the Borreload Savage Dragons, the 2 highest rarities of these, and honestly there has not really been any movement whatsoever on the Starlight rare here from Battle Legend Crystal's Revenge. I looked at the information here. The last was on the 19th, which is 4 days ago, for $59, I will point out. But near mints are now 82, which is probably why there hasn't been any movement. But I guess that is interesting, because now if you want to buy a near mint first edition, it will cost you about $30 more than the last person paid to get the Starlight rare here. I'm not sure if that will be the copy people are going to go for. We do have the Quarter Century Secret Rare from Rarity Collection 1, which is considerably cheaper, $23 near mint first edition, $24.89 here for near mint first edition. From someone a little bit more trustworthy, and there was one sale on the 16th, but that was a while ago, almost a full week ago since now. So this one hasn't really had any sales. This one seems to have some price movement in a sense, because near mint first editions are now 82 after the last sale for near mint first edition being only 60. So that's kind of crazy. And a card that's had a lot of conversation around it recently is the Absorata Dragon. This is a super rare out of the same structure deck as the other Rocket cards that I have mentioned. If you have any of the sealed structure decks around, they're almost worth opening at this point, just to sell the singles out of it. So this has had 2 sales today, playset and about a playset for $3 for a super rare out of a structure deck, mind you. And if you want to get your hands on one now, it is $3.19 for just one copy, $3.21 if you want to be able to get more than just one as you purchase. So there has been some price movement on this recently, and I've been paying attention to that, but it hasn't moved insanely. But with the Burst Protocol, this might be a necessity for that. I mean, you do get a special summon it from your hand if you control a rocket monster, which is a pretty good effect, all things considered. So, yes, if you have this in your bulk, that would be a good card to sell. And if you need it, you might want to get it if rockets start to get really, really popular, because you might not get another chance to get it around this price point. And then this is just something odd that I thought I would mention. I do have some of these listed in my personal inventory, and I sold one yesterday, lightly played first edition, for $3. And so I don't know if this is getting any attention for Blazing Dominion or anything like that, but I did sell a Psychic Life Transfer. I mean, it is a rare from Crossroads of Chaos, which is a very reputable set. A lot of people love it, love to open it. It's fairly rare. You know, Ghost Rare, Black Rose Dragon, Ultimate Rare Black Rose Dragon are from that set. And so I thought this was worth mentioning because I did have one of these sell. And so if you have this in your bulk or find it in someone's bulk and you can buy it for a quarter or something, that's definitely a card to turn around and sell there, because you can sell it for $3, because that's what I did. And then Extra Sisters, there is a spell that I saw. That was the only card I saw in the opening that I saw on YouTube for Extra Sisters. And I took a look at some of these cards, mainly the most expensive one here, Martha, the Starlight Rare Martha here. And this has had no movement within the last 2 days. There was, wait a minute, this is a freaking, that's probably like a Korean or something, but the last sale for this was well over a week ago. Someone did buy a playset at $129, and now near mint first editions are $122, which means that that person kind of got ripped off on paper, because you can get one here. Well, I guess they needed to get the playset, so if you want to get a playset, it is still $5, roughly cheaper than what that person spent on Extra Sister Martha. So I thought that was kind of interesting that there's, and like I checked this collector's rare here, no movement on it. I checked the secret rare here, no movement on any of these. So I don't think people are too optimistic about the new spell card and what it can do for Exo Sisters, or either that or that excitement for that spell card has already been baked into the prices here in the past, if there was a sneak peek or something like that. But I don't know how viable these are in Genesis, and I can tell you they're probably not viable in the meta scene. So I have not seen any movement really on the Exo Sister cards, but who's to say that there might not be some in the future. But I did only watch 2 booster boxes get opened, so I didn't get to see a whole lot. What I did see was some assault cards in there as well, and so I was looking at this Stardust Dragon Assault mode from the tin from back in the day by a ways, and this is kind of interesting. So there was a light played limited sold on the 22nd for 74 cents, right? Okay. And now, if you want a light played limited, $10.22, or $8.89 with $1.35 shipping, which I don't know if I'd necessarily trust this one. So let's go page 3. Yeah, so like almost $12 for one of these now, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if there's some super hype behind the assault modes. Maybe just collectors being like, oh, I remember that card. You know, it's a fun card. It's promo from a 10. You know, it shouldn't be too expensive type thing. But I did notice that if you want to get one of these, it's a little bit more expensive than what the price data would make you think. Even if you actually look at the more kind of legit sales here at $8.49, stuff like that, it's still $4 up since then. So lightly playeds, and I don't even know. I haven't even seen a near mint limited. This is the first one I think I've seen. $15.98, so $3 more than the lightly played there. So yes, lots of fun stuff in Burst Protocol. Go check out that opening so you can get some idea of things maybe you want to build and stuff like that. But this is what I'm thinking right now. On Monday, we're going to talk a little bit about the assault mode monsters and things like that, and kind of take a look at the set as it gets closer to its release date. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like and any of your thoughts and comments in the comment section. I'd greatly appreciate that. Please consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys in the next Market Watch video.